guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday and I'm really in the mood to play some Frostpunk, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that loaded up in just a minute. How are you guys doing tonight? Let's see, and things I wanted to share with you guys. I made a list so I don't forget anything. So Monday I shared with you guys that we have the new subscriber badges. You'll be able to see them next to your name as you chat, and I think they're really cute. They're little kitty cat paw prints, so you know, let me know your thoughts though, because it's not just for me. Let's see. Of course, I mentioned we're playing Frostpunk tonight. Monday though, we're going to change it up a little bit, and I want to do something that's a little bit more interactive with you guys. So I got this game called Choice Chamber, and basically the things that you guys type in chat will affect my gameplay. How? I'm not quite sure yet. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, and we'll definitely test it out on Monday and see. I know we're also planning on playing Among Us together. Not sure exactly when, but hopefully soon. It looks like a lot of fun, so. And then, yeah. We've got spooky season coming up. And like we do every year, we're actually putting out a couple more, spooky videos during the month of October on the JRTN Gaming YouTube channel. So that is linked somewhere around here. So don't forget to check that out if you want to see us get spooked. And then what I'm really excited about is Nick, Sad Panda, is actually going to be joining Juju and I during our streams. She's going to join Juju on Thursdays to play Outlast, and she'll be joining me on Mondays to play Visage. So I am really excited. I hate playing that game by myself, so it's going to be a lot of fun to have someone to play that with. But without further ado, let me go ahead and get Frostpunk pulled up. If it wants to work today. There it goes. Let's load a game. Let's say it was this one we played last. This was not the efficiency one. Okay, cool. Gotta make sure I pull up the right game. Alright. And this game always takes me a minute to load, so, sorry. PC upgrades are coming. It's just not right this second, so as soon as we're able to, we'll get some more parts and get that all, fixed up. Alright. Goodness. Alright, so to get reacquainted with the game, which is something I do every time that I pull it up to play, just because I know that there are things that I'm not going to consider, pay attention to, all that fun stuff. So coal. We are only using 278 a day. We're pulling in 520 something a day, which is really good. We have 2 active gathering posts. We do also have the coal pile, which we're not going to put people on, just because they won't be protected from the elements, so there's no sense in having them out there. They get sick that way, and then I need to heal them. So, I have a sawmill that I'm currently not using, and I believe that is because I wanted to get a steam generator up over there first. I do have 10 people over at the steelworks, and they're bringing in 40 a day, which should help me with the housing that I think we need still. And then food processing, we've got the hot house, the hunter's hut, and we have 1 cookhouse. Now, small problem, we are consuming 111 food a day. We're only bringing in 80, so I need to put in either another hot house, which would probably take a steam core. I don't know why I forgot that word. And the hunter's hut does not. So, hey Hi, Young. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing tonight? Let's see. So I'm probably going to go with the Hunter's Hut, I think, just because while they can handle 15, there's an upgrade later on that I can get that brings that down to 10 per, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, they are short a person. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. You doing okay tonight? Let's see. So, with this one, since I had one person not working and I have 15 people still that are not working, I needed to find somewhere for them to go. So, let's see. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, you know. Just got home from work and finished cooking and all that fun stuff. So now it's time to game. What kind of games do you enjoy playing? Let's see. And this is the thing that I didn't like about the Steelworks. It's so cold even though I have the heater on. Well, there's not much I can do with that until I get some more steel and put a hub there, I think. So, we'll see how it goes. But for the moment being, I really, really, really need food and... Do I need housing? Yes. Yes, I need housing. It's right there. I don't know how I missed it. But yes, in order to get more housing, I need steel because when I started, I went for the Better Than London challenge. And the fun part about that is in order to make this settlement better than London was, according to the lore, of course, I have to start with no tents, straight into bunkhouses. So, been grinding Warzone, but so we'll be switching to Spider-Man to get ready for the Miles Morales game. Ooh, that sounds fun. Not really a person that plays a lot of Warzone. Juju plays more of that, just because I'm not an FPS kind of person. I feel like I'm not good at it, so... but it sounds like a lot of fun, especially the Spider-Man. I think I've seen some videos on that one, but I haven't played it myself yet. Weird. Let's see. So have you ever played Frostpunk or checked it out? Let's see. Yeah, I can't build any houses yet, sadly. I could do a tent, but I really don't want to do a tent. So sadly, my people are going to be a little cold. We're down to 200 wood, so I really do need to get some... Yeah. We'll get them started here. I still have a few people in town. And I can't do much research until I get more steel. Yeah, I need 10 steel just to do the upgrade. Well, I guess we're gonna have 10 people not working for a few hours. Yeah. If I really wanted to be mean to my people, I could enact them working overtime or working for 24 hours straight, which is really helpful early on in the game, but it does not really help with the hope versus discontent, and that's how you end up with problems later on. There's actually going to be a small challenge that we'll encounter where people get discouraged and they want to leave because, you know, they're afraid because winter is coming. I understand that. And generally, I usually just let them leave because there's no sense in keeping them if they don't want to be here. I don't think I want this yet. I can get a new blueprint. Yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and sign into Law Prosthetics, simply because that will allow it later on, and then it's done. I don't have to do it later. I don't have to worry. And once I have a factory, we can get that done. So my scouts are still out and about, which is good. Let's see. Come on, I know I put it over here somewhere. Oh, here's my other medical post. so that would be this one. Patience, looks like we are full on patience at the moment. One will be recovered in about 2 hours, so we'll get some of those in there. For the moment being though, for the sake of getting everybody healed up ASAP, I'm going to go ahead and open the other medical post. There's no sense in them not working and making sure the people are healthy, so... Oh. You know, it works much better if you activate the buildings so they work. Whoops. Let's see. I can't do anything with that until I get more steel. I can't do anything with my homeless peoples until I get more steel. I really don't want to make them work through the night. See how it goes. Let's see, it is 5 a.m., so everybody's getting up and getting ready. Another day, another shift. That is life. But it's about the time that we get to spend outside of this, you know, doing the things we enjoy. Whatever they may be. Alright, and I have the 2 gathering posts over here. They are working on coal. We've got a pile of about 210, which is good, but we need more. So right now I have 10 people working here. Once I get that pile to grow a little bit while they're working, I think I should be able to drop that back just a hair. We have 9 steel, which means we'll have a 10th one in just a moment. And I really need to get them into homes before I worry about heating up the steel works, because I have one, it's fully staffed. They're actually pretty good right now as far as heat's concerned. Happily surprised there. We've got some sick absences here, just one, okay. Now, the fun thing that I like to do is if I see somebody's in treatment, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss them. And then I can... Oh, that doesn't work if it's the only worker left. Whoops. But I can go ahead and dismiss them and add an engineer because, well, actually I can go ahead and send the rest of them there. The temperature is pretty good, so I don't really have to worry about them getting sick there or anything like that. So, you know, this game is super duper duper heavy on resource management. And, oh, speaking of resource management, I have 17 steel. Let's get researching. There's no sense that's not continuously going. How much is this? Ooh, I can't afford that yet. Okay. So I'm going to stick with the sawmill upgrade for now, only because that will raise the efficiency of sawmills and steam sawmills, which I'll be upgrading to later, by 25%. So, bloop. And personally, and this is just my preference, I like to go ahead and clean out all the frozen wood that we see on the ground here and over here and around there, which is why I actually started over here so I could get this all cleaned up. And we got a good half of it so far. We have about 400 left there, and once that's over with, then we move it. And now we have that space cleared for us to build. So, you know, it's just strategy. And it makes me happy, so, you know. But while they're working, there's not much that I can do. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down to normal now that we're getting closer. Let's see. Alright, so we have 17 wood. Oh, no it isn't. I'm sorry, wood. Steel. My bad, y'all. Alright, so people in housing. Fun part about this is people like to have, you know, stress relieving things. Such as the fighting ring right there. And apparently I did not do my spacing correctly. Crap. Okay. So this road over here, while it is, you know, good for planning out from the edge, I want to do this? You know what? We're just gonna make that go away. Now I know the people won't be super duper happy about it. Oh, shoot, now it's not connected to the road. Crap, I needed that one apparently. My bad, y'all. Hold on. I'll give you a road back. And see, that one won't be straight, and I didn't want to build there yet. But if I go this way, at least temporarily, I can always move the road later. I should be able to now put the bunkhouse here and not mess up my spacing completely like I did before. So now I can put 2 of the bunkhouses here, and that's going to get 20 people from being homeless. So that just means I have 2 more houses to build. Where expedition? Oh, because I broke the road. Oops. I didn't know that would happen. I guess that's how we learn, huh? Scouts have reached the crash site, but because I'm a smart cookie and I accidentally broke the roadway more than I realized I was breaking it, I can't access them yet. So, lesson learned, don't cut off your roadway to your outpost thingy, otherwise, yeah. Whoops. Alright, so now that I have that road back, I can access them again, and they have found the crash site. There are plenty of supplies. I don't see any people, so we're going to just take the resources. And they're not carrying all that much, and because this is time-based, it's really a good idea to keep an eye on being as efficient as possible with them. See, this is only going to take them 19 hours to get to. I'm going to go ahead and send them over there, and then they can come back, hopefully with more people. Or maybe not. Who knows? Depends on where I am with building houses. And since it's free time, they are going to come over here and go ahead and start building on those houses, just so that way, you know, they're not freezing as they go to sleep, so. Why is there a person not working? Oh, that's right. You were sick. Are you better? Ooh. There are 3 of you in treatment now. You weren't supposed to, but oh well. They'll get better. We have our best engineers on it. We have our engineers on it. You know, same thing. They are the best ones we have. Alright, so come on. Let's see. Alright, so we got some of them out of the cold, but as we can see by the snow piling up on their home, oh, we're actually doing pretty good. Okay, hey, that's awesome. I do not have any steel, so that means I cannot build any homes, and oh boy, we're getting low on food. We're gonna have some people going hungry if I don't build a hunter's hangar, hunter's hut. I always like to keep them close if I can. What are you doing? Why are you not fitting where I wanted you? Aww. We're gonna break it. Oh, that's where I'm gonna put those warehouses anyway, so. Or workshops. Warehouse workshops. Same difference, right? Yeah, why not? And then I can't really prioritize this, but they're kind of my priority, so yeah. Care house is good weather-wise. Temperatures came up, so I can shut off some of these heaters. Ooh, it's getting chilly over here. Oh, it's a hot house. Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty. Alrighty, so, and our research is almost complete, which is not a good thing because I'm out of steel. Okay, good deal. So, I need to pick some people to be hunters because we need food. And I really don't want to sign into law the soup additives or food additives. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with soup and not additives because I don't like the idea of adding sawmill or yeah, scraps, wood scraps to food. That's just no. That's how you make your people sick. Okay. But with that being said, I do need to sadly pull some of these guys off of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna leave some. Hello! How are you doing? Konarek? Aw, why are you getting kicked out of? That doesn't sound fun. Actually, you're right. We are their best hope because without us, they do not have a chance. You know, somebody's got to tell them what to do, right? How are you liking it so far? Let's see. I need peoples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make them work here. And then I agree. I still have the DLC. I haven't played it yet. Now, as far as children, I generally have it set so they're not working. And mostly, I'll be honest, I don't think anybody works at night unless you enact the extended shift and the emergency shift. Now, as far as children, you can have them set up to work all jobs. I personally usually go with a route of apprentices just because I like the idea of having them trained, and that's basically a faster step way into getting them into society as more of an engineer or a, yeah, engineer may be the best word for that. You can also do medical, but I just don't really see as much of a reason for that. Personally, so, but if you figure it out, please let me know because I am curious if that works. You know, that, and it brings up hope, and hope is kind of important for keeping them happy so they don't all leave. You know, somebody's got to gather coal somehow, so but yeah, I learned the hard way. If I don't keep them happy early on, it becomes a problem later on when they all try to leave. Let's see. What would I like to unlock next? Could do the upgrade. It does take 10. I need to just wait for a minute. I have them working here. I was going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Oh, yeah, I've been trying to be good. I actually started the game and immediately started researching just so that way I could get the bunkhouses unlocked ASAP. I was trying to go for the Better Than London challenge where our people aren't, you know, intense. So they came in, immediately went into a bunkhouse, which is why I currently have a few of them still without a home, but, you know, I'm working on it. Thankfully, they're not timing me on this one, so I'm just gonna do as I can. Right now, I'm trying to worry about food a little bit more because with the influx of people, we may have been a little bit short on food. You know how that goes. Can I can. Since my engineers aren't working in the workshop right now, I went ahead and sent another one over to the cookhouse to be able to, you know, process more food quickly. So, and I've got everybody working there. We have 8 steels so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed them up just a hair. Yeah. The way that I usually do it is I start building gathering posts immediately right near the coal and everything, and before my coal piles run out, I want to get usually at least one thumper started. I haven't played with the coal mines as much just because they didn't seem as efficient to me, and you know how important having enough coal is, otherwise they kind of get a little particular, you know. But I have the coal thumper now. When I'm able to, I'm going to have them work on the steam thumper. But I'm waiting on my scouts to come back so that, or to get to the next place, and hopefully we'll find some steam cores there so we can get that started. I really do enjoy this game. I've started my little city over so many times just because, well, you know, I can do it more efficiently if I do X, Y, Z, and then I do that, and then I realize, oh, there's something else I could do. So, yeah. But this time I'm sticking with it. I'm not just restarting it. Oh, well, do you want to see? Because I have absolutely no problem starting another one if you guys want to see how I usually get this started. Oh, that really sucks, because there's so many things that you can unlock once you get there. I really think you'll love this game even more. Say, if you guys that are watching our game with it, I am perfectly content saving this and pulling up a new city and just kind of going from there. What do y'all think? No? You sure? I really don't mind. That's honestly one of the parts I enjoy most about this, is getting a city set up. But yeah, really what I do is I just set up gathering posts. Go ahead and get your people in the gathering posts as soon as possible. Try to kind of place them in between some of the resource spots. And, you know, that helped me out a ton because then they could gather everything kind of equally. Workshops was one of the first things that I started building just because then I could research more and unlock more quickly. But I think that'll probably help a little bit. But if you ever want to see it from the beginning, just let me know. I do mean that. I really enjoy it, so. But we'll continue on this one. Yes, they are so important. And don't feel bad about tearing them down and moving them when you run out of resources, because that's part of it. Otherwise, you end up with roads that you don't need. Roads take up space, so you can't put your buildings close enough together. The game is a little particular about that, which it makes sense, you know? And that's, I guess, one of the things that I really enjoy about it is it's logical. And I usually do pretty well with logic puzzles, so, you know. Let's see, but they are on their way back. I've got them working on steel. I need to build another house. I really need them to not be on so much coal, so I am going to go ahead and drop down. Now, and economy tab. One of the most important tabs ever. Aw, thank you for the follow. If you want to see more of this, just let me know. I'm up for playing this more often. By the way, I just haven't had a lot of people that have enjoyed it as much. Aw, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Just kind of made my night. Thank you. By the way, I just uploaded, I want to say Sunday evening, the new subscriber badges, so I hope you enjoy. Oh, I have been losing some frames. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. If it starts getting laggy for y'all, let me know and I can see what I can do on my end. I don't want y'all to have to deal with that. Let's see. But since I have so much coal coming in every day, yeah, I can do that. Let's see. I know on Monday I'm going to be streaming Choice Chamber. It's a new game that I picked up, and it from what I understand, allows the people that are hanging out with me and chatting to actually affect the game. And I'm really excited to see how that's going to turn out and what's going to happen. So that's, I think, going to be on Monday. And got a few more streams before October. I know in October we're going to be playing some spooky games just because it's about the only time that I play them. And Nick the Sad Panda is actually going to be joining me for Visage, so really excited about that. Let's see. Before I forget what I was doing. We're doing okay on food. We have way too much coal at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and back down how many people are gathering. And then I always check the economy tab because I'm now down to 422. So if I go ahead and bump down a few more here, then actually do it this way because I have the hunter's hut that needs more people, which means more food. So, oh shoot. Alright, let's get you guys working. I need you back where you belong. Thank you for helping in the kitchen. And let's see. Do we want to do that? Or, because we do have a decent amount, which I know I need to get housing. But if I do the second level of drafting machines, the second level of technologies, then we can get improved heaters, we can get the upgrade to the hunting and the flying hunters. I really think this is what I'm going to go with for now. And we still have 11 steel, which means I can go over here and pop in another home. And while this one is a little bit further away, can I? Nope, you sure won't let me, will you? Oh well, it'll go here. And like it's telling me right now, I don't have a road there, but because the entire area is done and I'm not really hurting for wood at the moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and build that road and the house. So that means we have one more home we need to build. And then everybody finally has a home where they're warm. You know, it's the little things. Let's see. Yep. It's a lot of fun, and it takes a lot of time, you know, starting over sometimes just to be able to get it to the point where we have a city that runs. Well, you know, they are a little particular, but they tried that with me once. I convinced them to let me stay, you know. Yeah, that is one of the things. Honestly, one of the best tips I can give you on that one is when you're first starting your settlement, after you do your gathering posts and you start, if you want to do tents or whichever way you want to do this, you can, you know, either do bunk houses or tents. I did the bunk houses for the challenge, but either one is going to work at the very beginning because you're building so close to the generator. One of the best things that I would recommend, though, is while you're doing your houses around the generator, go ahead and add in a medical post. Have some of them work right there. Yeah, bunk houses come in. It's something that you have to research before they're ready. And it was just a challenge that I found online, and I really enjoyed the idea of. So I said, let me try it. If it works, great. If not, at least I tried, right? Yeah, the first few tries when I tried it, let's just say it did not go well. I had people freezing, I had them very upset, very discontent with me. It did not go well. But that's when I learned gathering posts super, super early, workshop, one of the first things. And as soon as I got my people in the workshop, I also went ahead and got the law for the extended shifts and stuff like that, because that allowed me to push my workshop further. I was getting all the supplies I needed, so, you know, I was able to get more stuff researched quickly, and that's how I was able to get to the bunkhouse super early on in the game. But, hello! Hey, Vibbles! How are you doing tonight? But yes, all the resources. And because I'm apparently just slightly all over the place tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in. Just because I don't need any of the others right now and I don't feel like doing a triage, I'm gonna go with soup. Now heads up, it will make them slightly discontent. But I know I can get that back, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign it into action. Aw, well, I'm glad you're doing a little bit better at least. I had a feeling, you know, you had a lot going on, so I figured let me give you some space, and I'm always here, you know that. So, try to avoid signing emergency shift. Yeah, I understand that, but honestly, it's better to have that in your back pocket and only use it when you need it. It doesn't make them that upset very early on if you just, you know, sign it into law. What really upsets them, learn from experience, what really upsets them is using it. And if you only use it when you absolutely need to, you can make up the hope for it. And hope brings your discontent back down, so it kind of balances back out, so. Yeah, Vibbles, anytime. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Kona. I really think that you're going to have a lot more fun, and, you know, if you ever have questions, I've started over so many cities, come ask me. Anything I can, you know, explain, I enjoy doing that, so, you know. Yay! It really is a super fun game. I can't wait to check out some of the DLC that I have. I've been actually waiting to do that on stream, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, I at least had more experience with the original content before I went for the DLC, just because, I don't know, it's me. Let's see, so we have our scouts. They are headed to the Steel Bridge, and then zoom back into my city. Ah, that's right. WASD moves the things, which makes life so much easier. So they're busy. I do not have another group ready to send out with the beacon. Oh, hey, that's awesome. And I appreciate every single one of you. It gets so boring some nights just sitting here gaming, you know. Being able to stream and hang out with you guys just makes the day better. That, and I know everybody has different schedules, so some people show up one night, some another. Vibbles is here so often. I'm so thankful. You know, good peoples. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's see. If you don't mind me asking, what part of Europe? I miss it. That's the only reason I ask. I was actually born in Germany and moved to the US early on, and here I am. Oh, I've seen pictures from Spain and it looks so beautiful. Yeah, I was born there, lived there for about 8 years, and then, you know, life happens, and now I'm living in the US. Let's see. My grandparents have a place up in Bavaria, Bayern, and I want to say my mother and I lived closer to the southern end of Germany, but I was so young, to be honest, so I don't remember as much. I've gone back to visit a couple of times, and that is so awesome. I'm so glad you got to experience it. I wish I could just, you know, visit more, all that fun stuff. And maybe one day. Right now, we're still dealing with COVID and all that fun stuff, so, you know, when the time is right. Yeah, well, from what I remember, and it's not as much, of course, but it was... Yeah, you got that right. The dialects are just... It would take me a couple of days being around my grandparents just to be able to fully understand them again. It was just so different, but it was fun. You got to, you know, yeah, definitely experience the accents. My mother has a friend that still lives over there, and you know, we have her added on Facebook and all that fun stuff like you do with family. And oh my goodness, there's sometimes that she posts, I literally have to sound it out just to make sure that I understand what she's saying, because she types the way she speaks, which nothing wrong with that. I get it. It's just not quite the same as formal German, and that's what I got used to reading, so. But it always makes me smile. I miss it so much. But hopefully soon we'll be able to go visit. I'm hoping in the next, you know, 5 or 10 years. Yeah. I understand that. I'm not super crazy about it, but I can imagine. If you're not so crazy about the cold, winter can be brutal. Hey, Vibbles, I can hope for soon. You know, soon might be within the next 5 or 10 years, considering how life is here in America. I'll be happy if it happens by then. But I'm also not going to stress about it. It's been over 10 years since I've been back, I want to say. Has it been? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it has. Wow. Oof. Time to go. At least visit. But until then, I do have a good friend who still lives over there, and she sends me pictures all the time of just the landscape and, you know, little things in life that happen, and it makes me feel a little closer to, you know, home. There we go. That, and my mother lives here, so I'm really, really lucky with that. I can always speak with her in German, and, you know, our mix between German and English, because sometimes you just can't find the right word. And yeah. Well, of course, I mean, I kind of would love to have a layover over there, just so that way we can stop and say hi. You know, visit for a day or so and then keep going. Hey, girl can hope, right? What are my people doing? I've been over here chatting and haven't been paying them near as much attention as I'm sure they require. Yeah, they haven't frozen, so that's good. Oh, speaking of freezing, it is getting colder here. Alright, what do I need to do? I've got you guys working, walking. I mean, hey. You know we have an extra bedroom. If you would like to come visit, just give us enough heads up and we can probably make that work. I mean, I don't see a reason why not. Although I have to give you a heads up. I don't know that you're gonna want to stay extended. You know where I live, so... yeah. You're gonna miss the city and stuff, I'm sure. But a visit is always welcome. Let's see. So, we have the workshop second tier technology unlocked, and we have some extra steel. Yay. Which means hunting tactics. So, this would actually give me a few people back, so... that means I will be able to use that elsewhere and not have to worry about having not enough people to get everything done. So, whoop. There we go. Oh, and I'm still bringing in too much coal. Can I make a resource depot yet? I need 10 more steel. Okay. Well, and you know what? Since they're in their free time, that's gonna be tomorrow. No worries. Uh-oh. Small problem. What's wrong, y'all? Oh, you filled up. Whoops. In that case, let's have fewer of you work if you're able to keep up with the workload, right? That's what I would like, you know. In reality, if there's less work, less people have to work. Or less work needed, I mean. Let's see. What else can we unlock? I don't want to do triage yet. I don't already have everything there. Let's see. If I do either of these, I have to enact them and create them now. So part of the issue I want to say had to do with the ISP. They had me clear the cache for the modem, and that seemed to kind of help. We have noticed some times where our router goes in and out as far as Wi-Fi is concerned. I don't know if it actually affects the Ethernet capabilities yet or not. I'm hoping not, but yeah, so that's on the list of things potentially in the future. And I noticed that I'm still skipping and dropping some frames, so I think honestly it's just time for my PC to get upgraded, which, you know, that's in the works and it'll happen as soon as we're able to. But yeah, I'm guessing it was just a combination between frames dropping due to computer not being able to keep up with, and then either the router or the internet just being shoddy that day. I don't know. But we did have the technician come out. He did confirm that the lines are clear. Everything is good on that end. You know what? We're just gonna let them have moonshine. It's cold. Let the people have moonshine, right? If it makes them happy, makes me happy. But yeah, I'm thinking that was a lot of the issue, and I'm glad, knock on wood, that I'm not really having that issue this time. So, apart from the drop frames, which I'm not super happy about, but it's not as bad as it could be. Oh Lord. As I say that, if it gets really bad, let me know. I've already turned down graphics and everything. At least we're not in a state where my APC is beeping at me anymore, thank goodness. There was literally probably, I don't know how long, but a while where I wasn't able to play this game in certain modes, or like zoomed out this much. I would have to zoom in further into the city, which makes no sense, but it worked. Is it? That's sad. I'm sorry. I'm surprised, honestly. I did make sure that it's behaving. Not like last time. You know, technology. I work with it all day, so of course I'm going to end up with some issues towards the end of the day. It's kind of like that unspoken rule. Okay. Yeah. Hey, you know, I'm just thankful things are working the way they should be-ish. Yeah. Big-ish. But hey. Yes, people, it's getting colder. That's what happens in winter. You're okay. You have heaters. You'll be fine. I built you bunkhouses and not tents. Come on. Stop complaining. Oh, okay. I don't blame you at all. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you. And I hope you have a good rest of the night. Sleep well, and tell Vic I said hi. If you don't mind, I'll probably hop over that way later on too. You too. See you soon, dear. And you know you can reach out to me anytime. Let's see. Okay, so the hunters are coming back. We are working on the tech tree, working on the hunting tactics. Oh, cool. And the scout just got to Winterhome, so we're going to go ahead and explore. And we found an automaton. So we're going to go ahead and sell it. No, we're not. We're going to send it to the city, because that way I can have him work in the mines or wherever. Doesn't matter. But, now I need to figure out where I want to send my scouts next. So since they don't have anything on them, we're going to go ahead and send them on over to the weather station, and let's see what we can find. And, people are growing anxious. No. Okay, so this means we're about to trigger the next phase where things get super duper cold and people become a little discontent. Here we go. And this is actually part of the reason that I slow down and build out before I send my scouts out, just because I've learned that if I go ahead and get the beacon started and send scouts super early, I end up with not having the ability to keep up with resource demands, and that never goes well. So it kind of helps out to wait a little bit on the beacon when you really have, and as you see, hope is falling big time. This is the hard part, and this is where we are introduced to the concept of the Londoners, which are the people that are about to attempt to leave to go find London. And you saw how high my hope was. This is the reason I pushed to keep my hopes so high early on in the game, because this hurts. At least we don't have major discontent, but the good thing about this is, now that we have this struggle that our people are going through, you can either choose to give them order or discipline, or faith and spirituality. Personally, I've always preferred the faith side of things. I wasn't really a fan of the order and discipline tree. I did try it, but I wasn't super crazy about the idea of having guards walk in the city constantly. If I can give them positive reinforcement, why not? So we're going to go ahead and get started. We sign this in, and if I sign into Law of the House of Prayer, which will help them and help raise hope again, then I sign this into law and I need to build 2 houses of prayer, which we can go ahead and you see here on the left. I have a timer on that. I have 3 days, almost 4 days to get that done. So now we have over here the first death. We need a way to dispose of the body. I really don't have a lot that I'm able to sign in right now, so I can't exit out of this. I've already clicked it. I made a mistake. I hope this doesn't drop my hope more. We can open the Book of Laws, but there's nothing I can do about it, so it didn't seem to affect them as badly as it could have. So I'll take that. Let's see, where are we now? We have, whoops, there we go. So your numbers at the very top of your keyboard, if you accidentally hit them, they will change your game speed. Just keep an eye on that. Don't be like me and accidentally hit it and wonder why things are happening. Happened to me once, you know. Okay, so here we go. Now is our introduction to the Londoners. The people are divided, some are scared, they want to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. This is key. The more discontent there is, the more likely they are to go ahead and, you know, try to leave, all that fun stuff. Ooh, ouch. Wow, really? That's it? I only have 9 Londoners. I'm calling this a success. Because generally, any other time that I've had Londoners, I had between 15 and 23. And that's a lot harder to try to fix discontent issues on. Let's just be honest. That sucked. And because having a house of prayer, oh, that was so hopeful. No? Okay. I can do that. Do I want to do that, though? Because that takes up more space, and you know what? I think it'll be okay if we do. So we'll go ahead and put 1 house of prayer here. And usually really like to put the other one over here, but I'm saving this space for workshops. You know what? We'll give that one some time. It doesn't have to be built right now. We still have close to, you know, 4 days left, so. But yeah, the people are gonna build that, and I think I may actually take a break here, just because it's kind of a good stopping point, and when I pick this up next time, which, you know what? I don't think we have anything planned for next Wednesday yet, so let's pick up Frostpunk from here on Wednesday, and then we'll deal with the Londoners situation and try to get them a little bit happier, make the people happy, you know, all that fun stuff. So I would love to know your thoughts, any suggestions that you guys may have. I'm always learning new things, which is kind of the reason that I have restarted this game so many times. Whee, and I can't type. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And then I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining tonight. I've enjoyed the company and being able to chat with some new friends. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Don't forget, Monday we're doing Choice Chambers, so I can't wait to explore that game with you guys. Tomorrow, Juju's more than likely streaming Overwatch. If you're interested, I'll be hosting that as well. Or if you just want to head over to his channel, it's Juju Rage YT. And yeah, for now, I just hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time.